Now, the Wabash Valley's most accurate and reliable newscast continues. With Storm Team 10's Joseph Dames.
Well, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for this afternoon. I hope you stayed out of that rain that we saw early this morning. And matter of fact, right now it's staying kind of dry throughout portions of the Wabash Valley as that first wave has really pressed through. But as this low pressure starts to move on in, we're going to see more rainfall as we head into our late afternoon. We're already starting to pick up on that as our Storm Team 10 storm tracker as we look at that right now from Terre Haute, Vigo County northward and off to the west, north of I-70 really stay mostly dry, especially on the Indiana side, south of I-70 as well. But if we look off to the southwest, that's where we're starting to see some of that moisture creep on in, and we'll continue to see that through the day. Most of it's still off to the southwest, a little bit further from most of us, but it is making its way into Clay counties as well as up to Effingham and Jasper County. So the rain showers are continuing, and matter of fact, right through this region is where we've seen the most rainfall over the last 24 hours, and that's exactly what we'll continue to see as we head in through the next 24 hours too. So look at this. Here's the rainfall totals over the last 24 hours from Flora to Effingham. Some of the more heavy rainfall collected there over the last 24 hours. As we look further off to the east, right here at Terre Haute, right around 0.2 of an inch. And right here at our station, we've seen that too. So this is coming out of the airport, and right here at the station, we've seen just about 0.2 of an inch too. So for Terre Haute, just about that much. Bloomington, not as much either off to the east, but we'll continue to see this drive in for the afternoon and into our evening, and then even further on into our Wednesday. I'll be discussing that in just a moment. Here's a look at the big shot. We do have this low pressure right here. It's just a pinwheel of moisture really, and it's just kind of springboarding that all into our region, so we'll continue to see that. Now here's that first wave that passed through early this morning. If you had an early start to your day, you definitely saw that light rainfall. The next wave is still moving on in from the south, so we'll continue to see that as we head through the day. All right, so our current temperature is right around 66 degrees. We're going to stay away from the rain for now, but we'll see it. I promise you, it'll come back in by the time we reach our late afternoon and into our evening. And it could be light, but some could be moderate and heavy as we head through the evening. The weather story is as cool and wet. We'll continue to see that all the way through our Wednesday, but then eventually the warmer weather will be back and even some drier conditions as we get a little bit further on into the work week. So here's the futurecast right around 1 p.m. You can see that still moving on in, so we'll continue to have the rainfall move from the south to the north as we head through the afternoon and into our early evening. And by this evening tonight, as we're starting to wind down for our Tuesday, we'll have more rainfall continuing through. Temperatures tonight into the lower 60s, right around 63 degrees at home in Terre Haute, Casey and Mattoon, off to the west for Effingham. The lower 60s as well. So let's get into the futurecast further on into our Wednesday, because it's going to continue on, matter of fact, all the way through into our Wednesday. So get through Tuesday, get through today, rainy, get through our Wednesday too. It's going to be just as rainy. So unfortunately, that's what we'll have to deal with over the next 24 hours. Today, highs in the right around 73 degrees, so much cooler than our average. And then Wednesday, 70% chance for rain. Continuing on into our Thursday, we'll have a break. Chance of rain Thursday night, but then beyond that, Saturday is looking real nice. Temperatures in the lower 80s.